Hi friends, how are you guys doing today? It's great to see everybody or hear from everybody. Great to pass on a little more information today on the Expat Answer Man. Okay, so I wanted to start off my video cast today by talking about danger. I hear from people almost every day of the week how dangerous it is here in the Philippines, how much danger I'm in by living here. Well, I've lived here for almost 18 years now, and so far I've never had any kind of incidents where I've been injured or people have threatened me or done anything blatant like that. As a matter of fact, about the only times I've had where I had any kind of threats, it came from other U.S. expats here. And that was rare. That only happened a couple times. But there were times I had to bring in the police and that kind of thing because of threats that were made. But I've never had anybody who's Filipino here make a threat against me or put me in any kind of danger before. So personally, I don't feel it's dangerous here. I do appreciate concern from my friends. Hey, I'm worried about you. I hope everything's okay. That sort of thing. But in general, it's not really a big worry. Now, the next thing is, I live in Mindanao. I live on the island of Mindanao. And that just has the reputation that it's just nothing but a terrorist paradise here. And there are places in Mindanao that are very dangerous. I can't argue otherwise. But most places in Mindanao even are quite safe. The majority of Mindanao is safe. Now, let me just clarify, there is no place on the face of the earth that's 100% safe. That includes the United States. That includes everywhere else in the world. And I'm going to get to the United States in just a minute here. The other thing is, I hear from people, well, I hear Davao City is very dangerous. Well, Davao is generally considered to be one of the safest cities in the Philippines. It's very much a peace and order city. The laws are enforced here like pretty much nowhere else in the Philippines. And I feel very safe in Davao City. Like I said, no place is perfectly safe, but I feel Davao City is very safe. Okay, so let's talk about the U.S. Most of the people I hear from about this are Americans who live in the United States. Okay, I'm recording this on Tuesday, October 3rd. Yesterday, around midday yesterday, we got the word that there was a mass shooting in Las Vegas. The latest I heard this morning was that 59 people were killed, more than 400 people injured. How safe is that? These mass shootings in the United States have become more and more frequent over the years. At the time that I lived there, there had been a few like school shootings and this sort of thing. But in general, these things were very rare. Now it seems like they happen all the time. And I know, the people on the right are going to say, oh, it's the liberals, the people on the left, oh, it's these wacko conservatives, Well, I think it's on both sides. There's violent people, no matter their political persuasion. And for, American people, I'm American, so, hey, I can't say anything. But for people that live in the United States, to tell me that I'm unwise to live where I live because it's so dangerous, all I can say is take a look in the mirror. It has gotten quite dangerous in the United States as far as what I can see. These violent episodes are happening more frequently, like I said. As I said earlier, there's no safe place anywhere on the earth these days. Whether you're in, the Middle East or if you're in Marawi City here in Mindanao, which is where they had the big uprising with ISIS people, those are very dangerous places. But no matter where you live, if you go to a country music concert on the Strip in Las Vegas, you might get killed. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate if you're in Marawi or you're in Las Vegas. If you get killed, that's a bad thing. But, you know, I don't think anybody on the face of the earth is in the position to preach and tell others that they shouldn't live in wherever they choose to live, because these dangers are popping up everywhere. Okay, so enough of that, but, you know, I do extend my heartfelt feelings, my condolences to the people in Las Vegas or those that were visiting there, whether it be to attend the concert, to go for vacation, or whatever. If they got caught up in this, it's very bad, and I'm very sorry about that. And that goes for people in other places that have been hit, whether it be some madman or some terrorist function or whatever. It's not good for anybody. So today we're going to have another viewer question. I got a voicemail from a fellow named Bobby, and Bobby has a question about travel to the Philippines and the need for an ongoing ticket. And we'll talk about that right after we take a break for a commercial from one of our sponsors. Are you coming to the Philippines for vacation or even just to live, and you're going to be using a tourist visa waiver? If so, under Philippine law, that means you must have an ongoing ticket out of the Philippines when you enter the country. We can help you get the ongoing ticket that you legally need. Usually, we can find you an ongoing ticket out of the country for less than $30. That's a cheap way to protect yourself upon entry to the Philippines. Just go to throwawayticket.com.
Yeah, hello. We're here. We came from the U.S., from Orlando to the Philippines. We came one way and they let us in because we're married. We have 2 kids, are dual citizens. But now because my wife has to get her green card adjusted, we want to fly back in December before that time is up on the card and get a extension. The question is, can we fly round trip from Manila back to the U.S. and back to Manila without me having to get yet another ticket back, because I don't know when I'm coming back, probably another year.
Well, hi there, Bobby. Thank you very much for calling in on my voicemail line and leaving your question about your coming trip to the United States. Okay, so although you didn't say it exactly, it sounds like you're on a balikbayan visa right now, or balikbayan privilege is what it's officially called. A lot of people call it a balikbayan visa, and that basically gives you a 1-year stay in the Philippines for absolutely free. No reason to go to the Bureau of Immigration to check in or do anything like that. You can stay here 1 year, no questions asked. Okay, so your question is about your wife needs to go and do some things for her green card in the United States. And you're worried about the possibility that you might need a return ticket or an ongoing ticket when you re-enter the Philippines. Bobby, I'm happy to tell you that you're not going to need anything. A one-way ticket from the United States to the Philippines will do you just fine. Okay, so you didn't exactly explain the full status of your wife, but I have to say that she must not be a U.S. citizen, because otherwise she wouldn't have a green card. She would just be a citizen. And also, I'm assuming that she's a Philippine citizen, since you guys are living in the Philippines and she's not a U.S. citizen. Assuming those things are true, you don't need an ongoing ticket. What you can do is you will be eligible for another balikbayan privilege when you re-enter the Philippines, Bobby. What you need to do is you must be traveling with your wife when you enter. If you come home and your wife goes at a different time and you guys are not traveling together, you are not eligible for the balikbayan, and you will need an ongoing ticket at that time. But as long as you guys are traveling together, no problem. When you get off the plane and go through the immigration line, your wife should request a balikbayan privilege for you, and that will give you another 1-year stay. At the end of the year, you and your wife can go travel somewhere else. If you need to go back to the U.S. to keep that green card active, that's one thing you could do. Or if you don't have a need to go back next time, take a quick trip to Hong Kong, Macau, Thailand, Singapore, somewhere nearby. You can just travel there, stay overnight, and come back the next day, and you'll get another Balikbayan stamp. So that will make it very easy for you. The other thing you can do, let's say you're not able to leave the country next year, you can go into the Bureau of Immigration and request that your Balikbayan stamp will be converted to a tourist visa. Now, a tourist visa allows you to stay up to 3 years, but if you convert the Balikbayan over to tourist, that gives you 2 additional years. So you can stay for only 2 more years, not for the 1 year on the Balikbayan plus 3. You can have a total of 3, but you will have to pay renewal fees and that sort of thing on your tourist visa as they become due. So, Bobby, I hope that answers your question. You know, one other thing I just thought of I wanted to say is the enforcement of the rules about ongoing tickets is left up to the airlines. The airlines are responsible if they allow somebody to come to the Philippines without an ongoing ticket and then they're refused entry. The airline then has to bring those people back to where they came from, and that costs them money. So they are very serious most of the time about enforcing the rules. Now, when you go check in at the counter at the airport, the airline may say, hey, let's see your ongoing ticket. Well, you're not responsible to have one because you'll be using a Balikbayan privilege when you come here. The problem is many airlines don't understand the rules. So what you need to do is you need to tell them that the rule is that you will be using a Balikbayan privilege, and because of that, you are not responsible to have an ongoing ticket. A lot of the airlines will say, hey, we've never heard of that before. If that's the case, what I would do is I would suggest to you that you should tell them you want to speak to their supervisor and escalate the thing up to the point where somebody can take action. They can go on their computer, they can check the immigration rules, and they will soon find out that you don't have to have that ongoing ticket. So, like I say, a lot of the airlines don't understand it. If you're traveling on something like Philippine Airlines, 99% they're going to know what the rules are for immigration in the Philippines, and they will let you sail right through. But if it's a U.S. airline, just make sure they understand, and if they try to convince you that you need to buy another ticket from them, just keep pressing on it, because absolutely 100% you do not need another ticket, Bobby. All right, I hope that helps you out. For everybody watching, I hope you'll subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a like on this video if you don't mind. And keep on coming back to my channel and checking my videos. I usually put up at least a couple videos every week. Some weeks I slip. Last week I didn't have any new videos. But generally I put up 1 or 2 new videos a week. So come back and visit. Subscribe to my channel so you get the notifications when I do have a new video. Give me a like. That would help me out a lot, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in again, and I'll see you again next week. Take care. Hi, I'm Bob Martin. My wife Fema and I started WOW Philippines in the year 2000. I feel that we are the natural choice to take care of your gift deliveries in the Philippines. We understand your needs and expectations because we have been through the process similar to what you are doing. I am an American. Fema was born and raised in the Philippines, but she's now a dual citizen, United States and Philippines. We married in 1990. Fema lived in the United States for 10 years. We know the customer service expectations of foreigners. Most Philippine companies have no understanding of that. That is why we are the company that can meet your needs. Come and visit us today at WOW Philippines. Flowers, chocolates, whatever you want to send to that special someone, we are here to help you. WowPhilippines.com. Visit us today.